Hi, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload. And let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. Today I will be using this Rosalind nail foil gel that they sent over to me. I will be creating a super cute spring set because I'm definitely ready for spring. So yes, I'm going to show you guys the consistency of it. It was pretty thick. I wouldn't say it was like overly thick or anything like that. I didn't get any burns when I put my hand in the lamp. So yeah, it wasn't too bad to use. They did provide some instructions and it does tell you exactly how to use it. So I did follow the instructions on how to apply it and how to use it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get right into it. I did do just a little bit of prep today. I pushed back my cuticles. I went ahead and got anything off of my nail bed that I seen. I also did go ahead and lightly file that shine off of my nails because when you are applying, nail tips or gel or anything like that, you do want to remove the shine. So I went ahead and did that. Next, I'm going to go in and apply my peel off base coat. I did apply a nice layer. I let that air dry for about a minute and then I did go in with base coat just to give it a little bit something more, because usually with the peel off base coat, your nails are more bound to like pop off and things when you're filing and stuff like that. So I do add that layer of base coat on top of the peel off just to give it a little bit more structure and a little bit more strength. That way when I'm filing, I don't have to worry about them popping off and then re-gluing them back on, which is something that I do have to do frequently. And I feel like this method has been working good for me. This is only like my second time trying it, but the last set I had no problems popping them off, and then this set as well came off easily. So yes, now I'm going to go in with that base coat and apply that for a little bit more strength on the nails, and then we'll get into applying our tips. After I applied my base coat, I did cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Here is how the nails are looking. Now I'm going in with some full cover nail tips that I got off of Amazon. And I'm going to use this soft pink from Rosalind. And today I'm going to be doing the Femi Beauty method, or the lazy girl method, where you basically fill the underside of a full cover nail tip with polygel. And then you apply it to your actual nail bed and then you cure it. And it's kind of like using a dual form, except you do not pop the nail tips off in this method. So yes, I haven't did this method in a little while, but I thought I would do this, something quick and easy for today's video. I am using 91% isopropyl alcohol, which is what I use for my slip solution. Some kits do come with their own slip solution, and I know some people do use base coat as well. So you just do whatever works for you. And I am going to go in with just a regular polygel brush and dip it in the alcohol and just go ahead and begin patting the polygel into place into the full cover nail. And this is my pinky nail I started with, and I did apply it a little bit more thick, so I did have to remove a lot. With this method, you don't want to apply too much. I think applying a little bit is better, and then if you need more, apply more. That way you're not having to remove so much and wasting so much polygel, which is kind of what I did with this first one. It's been a while, so I did kind of put just a little bit too much in there, and I did have to remove, just quite a little bit. But in the end, I was able to get it nice and smooth and flush. And once I get it all smoothed out, like I said, I will just place it on my nail bed and then cure it in the lamp. And so I'm going to do this method for every single nail tip. So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and sit back and watch this play out. And once I move on to the next step, I will come back. Also, when doing this method, you also want to make sure you turn over your full cover nail tip just to make sure you have that polygel spread evenly. Then I go ahead and place it on my nail bed. You do want to make sure you have a cleanup brush or your polygel brush because you will have just a little bit of spillage. That's why it is important not to use too much. That way you're not getting a lot of spillage. As you guys can see here, I did have just a little bit, and I did take my polygel brush, dip it in a little bit of alcohol, and go ahead and clean up around my cuticle area before curing. I also did flip it over and clean the underside as well, just to make sure everything was still smooth. I noticed that when you place the nail tip on your nail, it does sometimes push the polygel upward. So when you flip that nail cover over, you do see that sometimes it looks a little, uneven at the bottom. So you do want to make sure to kind of even that out, as well as go around that cuticle area before curing. So I did make sure to do that. And I do a flash cure of about 30 seconds. And once I finish all of my nail tips, I do a full 60-second cure in my lamp. And I will say, doing this method, like I said, it is trial and error. You do have to, do it a few times to get kind of the hang of it and to know exactly how much polygel you may need. And even then, sometimes, as I did here, you may add just a little bit too much polygel and have to remove some, but there's nothing wrong with that at all. But practice does make perfect. And yeah, I think this is very beginner friendly, very easy, or like someone, who just want to do a quick set. I feel like this method is really easy. I feel like you can achieve a full set in about an hour or two, which is a difference from 4 to 5 hours, when you're doing it on nail tips. So yeah, I think this is a very quick and easy, method to do on those days when you just want something, quick and easy. But as I say, it is trial and error. So if it doesn't come out right that first time, or even the second time, sometimes, give it a couple more tries and just play around with it and see what works for you. And eventually you get it and it becomes a lot easier. And so I just wanted to mention that to you guys. So I did go ahead and finish the rest off camera, and here is how the nails are looking. I did reshape and file them. I also went around my cuticle area as well as buffed the shine off of them. After filing and buffing, I did go in and wash my hands to remove all of the dust. Now I'm going to go in with some Rosalind base coat and apply that to all of my nails. I did cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds before moving on to my gel polish. Once I get my base coat applied, I am going to go in now with this purple gel polish, and this is going to be the main color that I'm using for all of my nails. I'm also going to be using a white from Too Cute on my middle finger. That will be my accent nail that I will do my nail design on. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and apply the gel polish, and once I'm finished with this part, we will move on to the next. If you are still watching this far into the video, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure to subscribe before you leave. Also hit the bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. And if you are enjoying the video this far, please give it a like. It does help me out so much. And if you're feeling generous, go ahead and leave me a comment down below because I do appreciate it. And I don't mind chatting back with you guys. Once we get all of our gel polish on, I did go in and top coat all of the nails except for my middle finger. For that finger, I am going to go ahead and apply the nail foil gel. I will be applying 2 butterflies that I got in this nail foil set. And just to start off, I want to say that the first one that I applied is the one that did not come out so well. I applied 2 butterfly nail foils, and the first one, once I go to peel it off, it did not come out right. The second one, it came out better, so I did end up just keeping that one, which you guys will see. I'm going to let this go ahead and play out, and then I will come back and explain a little bit more of the troubles that I was having. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the second one. And as I said, this is the one that came out right for me. I did everything I could. I made sure they were flat and smooth on the nail. I went in and I rubbed them down, as you guys can see, to make sure I was getting all of that foil onto the nail and into the gel. And still, once I went to remove them, the top one just did not come out right. As you can see, the bottom one came out better. It did have little pieces missing, but it was not as noticeable as the top one. The top one, it just was not working. I tried it multiple times. As you guys can see, I kept putting it back down, rubbing it in, everything, and it just was not working. So I'm convinced that it was the foils and not the gel itself, because as I said, I had issues with these foils before with a different foil gel, so I never, used them again. And I decided to try them out again today, and still the same. So yeah, I got these off of Shein, so I probably wouldn't necessarily recommend them, but I mean, you can always try them out for yourself and see if you have a better outcome, because that is possible as well. So once that did not come out how I wanted, I just went ahead and removed the top one altogether. And then in the end, I just had the bottom one. And here's just a close-up, you guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it was missing pieces, and yeah, it did not look like the bottom one. It was not as nice looking. So I went ahead and took some alcohol and removed it. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and just top coat this nail and cure it so I do not mess up the nail foil any further. I also did decide to go ahead and top coat my ring finger. Now I'm going to go in with these silver foil flakes, and I'm just going to apply them randomly onto the nail. I decided to do this just to add a little bit more something to the nails. I then did go in and also add more of these silver foils to the middle finger, just kind of around my butterfly foil, just to kind of add something more to that nail because it was super plain once I had to take off the other butterfly. And so just to add something back to it, I did go in and add foils to it as well. And once I finished this, I did cure it in the lamp. I then did go in and top coat all of the nails again with top coat, and then I did do a 60-second cure. And so here is how the nail is looking. I'm then going to go in and do the same for the middle finger. Once I have all of my nail foil flakes applied, I am going to go in and top coat all of the nails. And before I cure it, I am going to go in and add some silver rhinestones to the cuticle area of a couple of my nails. And after that, I will do a full 60-second cure. Once I get all of my rhinestones applied, here is how the nails are looking. I did just go in and wipe them down just to be sure that there was no tacky layer. But from my experience, the Rosalind top coat does not leave a tacky layer at all. I also did go ahead and wipe down the underside because we did use polygel down there, and that was just to make sure that they were not sticky at all. Now I'm going to go in with some cuticle oil, and that's pretty much it for this set. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much to Rosalind for sending me that nail foil gel. I really did enjoy using it, and I will be using it again in another upload, so stay tuned for that. This was a very simple set. I really love the simplicity of it, but also, you know, with the foils, it kind of just gives it a little bit something more, and the rhinestones. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know what you think down below. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it. Leave me a comment down below. And also, if you have not already, please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. I plan to be back in a few days with another video, so make sure you guys are staying tuned and make sure you have that bell on so you don't miss out. And as always, you guys, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.